Thinking about making your home smart? A great way to start is with a smart light switch. I'm going to show you how to install a Wi-Fi light switch with two different types of wiring layouts. We'll set up the app on your phone to make your home even better and automated. Control will be at your fingertips. Let's go. If you're new to home smart devices, there are two approaches that I know of. One that requires a smart hub, which there are many. These smart hubs use Zigbee and Z-Wave communication protocols. The other devices connect direct to Wi-Fi. But let's get started installing this Wi-Fi smart wall switch. This package of 4 was sent to me from GHome, who builds various smart devices. But as always, I have no ties and will give an honest review. I'll leave a link in the description how to get these if you're interested. The price point was equal to one Z-Wave or Zigbee switch, so they're a great value. The package gives 3 steps to install, but let's open the box to see what we're working with. The switch has a ground, the white for neutral, the black for live power, and the red for load. Interesting, the switch is not a rocker. You turn it on and off by pressing one side. It's got a nice little click to it, and I like the fact it has a Wi-Fi logo, easy to spot from other switches in the house. The package comes with screw-on wire connectors, screws, labeling for the wires, directions, and faceplates. Everything you'll need. Okay, let's get started. Ooh, that's a nice sticker. And you can get one too, or cups or shirts, if that's your thing, from the links below. I always feel there's just not enough wire, so let's strip these a bit. My go-to wire stripper. Look at that, much better, and now I have some room. This is the switch we're going to replace. I'll turn it on and let's cut the power from the breaker. Light is off, power is out to that switch. This is such a highly used switch, it's filthy. I'll take the faceplate off. Now the switch that I want to replace needs to come out. Remember, if your wiring is different, I'm going to show another wire layout. This switch has 3 wires, a ground that's usually not covered, and 2 black. I'm going to disconnect all 3 of these, and there they are. I'm going to connect the solid copper to the green striped with yellow ground wire. Now pull out the white neutral wire and connect the white with white. Here you go, a closer look at the ground and the white neutral. Now there are 2 wires left. The switch has red and black, and the wall has 2 black wires free. One of the wires is the live wire, which is on, and the other is the load that passes electricity to the light when you flip the switch. If you can't tell the difference between the 2 black wires, if you reverse the black wires, the light won't switch on. If that's the case, turn the power off and switch them back around. I got my 2 black wires connected, and I'll give you a closer look. Black to black, red to black, yellow with green stripe to solid copper, and white to white. Now, neatly tuck the wires back in the wall. Since this is a smart switch and has built-in Wi-Fi, it's a bit thicker than the dumb switch, but it still fits. Turn the power on to give it a little test, and success. You can see when it first gets power, there's a red blinking light, but the switch works just fine in manual mode. After a few minutes, it shows a solid green. Put the faceplate back on. Let's check out the second wiring setup. We're going to do this in my office. Time to cut the power. Now that there's no power to the switch, time to take off the faceplate. I'm going to do the switch on the right side because it's a simple rocker switch with an on and off, which is perfect for this Wi-Fi switch. These wires are red, black, and bare copper. The white neutral wire is tucked in there tight. I had to take off the left adjustable switch to get to it. This is the fella I need to get to. And here's a better look at the wires. Black live wire, red load, and ground. I'll connect the white neutral. This switch is a bit easier, just matching the colors. I don't have to figure out with the two blacks, which is live and load. Again, black is live, red is load. Wires are all freed up, and here's the Wi-Fi switch. Green, white, black, and red. Just verify real quick I have everything connected correctly, and stuff these wires neatly in and put everything back together. And this is what we have. Time to turn the power on to go live. The switch is green. The light shows up clearer indoors. Now let's get the app installed. We already did this, and now it's time to install the app. I can quickly scan the QR code or just go to the Play Store or App Store and search for Go Sund. The app asks for login information. You can tie it to your Google or Facebook accounts. You'll have to turn on your location settings, yada yada, and then you can choose the device you want to add. You have to connect the switch to your local Wi-Fi access point. We'll do the next step, and the app searches for the device, or the switch in other words. Oh yeah, you can always reset the device by holding down the rocker for 5 seconds. For mine, it found the switch pretty quick, and I can simply rename it with something more descriptive like bedroom. This app has a lot of advertisements for other products. It clutters the interface up a bit, but it is free. The app is easy to use in setting up schedules for the lights to be on and picking the days and times, even in random. It's pretty intuitive, being easy to add a setup of on and off schedules. You can also control the green LED if you want it off or on, which is a nice detail. The switch also works with Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant. It's pretty self-explanatory. I think you get the picture. I hope this helped, and if it did, let me know by giving me a thumbs up and a like. I said a like.